As you just heard Nick say, Hurricane Helene continues to gain strength as it closes in on Florida's Big Bend.
KXAN's Kristen Currie is live in Tallahassee, a part of the state that hasn't seen a direct hit in close to a decade. Now, Kristen, did people heed the warnings? Have you seen anybody out and about?
You know, Daniel and Jen, there's still a little bit of some traffic on the main thoroughfare behind me, but in general, we're just seeing more people come to the hotel with bags, suitcases, you know, from small babies to dogs. Everybody's coming in just trying to hunker down. The rain's starting to pick up a little bit more. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit more as well. And, you know, we're farther enough inland where storm surge really isn't something we're worried about. We will see inland flooding. There's no doubt about that. But this storm is going to put out some extreme storm surge. I mean, you heard Nick talk about this storm, 15 to 20 feet. The average one-story house is about 13 feet tall. Two-story house, it's about 20 feet tall. So we're going to see some homes, two-story homes, completely submerged. That's why, you know, the National Weather Service out of Tallahassee was using phrases like unsurvivable storm surge. It's that dangerous, and they're doing what they can, putting up the boards on the windows, putting down the sandbags, but this is a monster of a storm, y'all. So we're just going to make sure that, first and foremost, we're staying safe. I got a lot of questions I will add to from our KXAN viewers at home saying, what are you doing? Well, we're here to make sure that our sister stations are taken care of and providing those updates while our weather is, you know, quiet and unaffected. But I will also add, you know, former colleague David Yeomans, he's brought Central Texans through many storms. I texted him before I deployed out to Tallahassee and I said, Yeomans, you know, what do I need to look for? And he gave me all the notes too. So we're taken care of. I can promise you that safety is our priority while we continue to help out those Floridians and even Central Texans with friends and family in the area wanting to know what's up with the storm.
Hey, Kristen, can you tell us what makes Helene just such a monster of a storm?
Daniel, this thing is big. I mean, those tropical storm force winds, 350 miles out from the middle of it, this has a large footprint over the Gulf of Mexico to the point where it's disturbing the waters in the Gulf so much that we're seeing some of those rip current threats increase along our coast in Texas and some of the rough surf stretch on the other side of the Gulf of Mexico. It's just kind of like a big bathtub. When you got a monster storm swirling on one side, you're going to see some of those impacts on the other. Now, obviously much minor compared to what they're going to see here in Tallahassee, but you know, I'm most concerned about wind and power outages here in Tallahassee in addition to the flooding. So we're going to be monitoring those conditions very closely over the next several hours.
All right, Kristen Currie live for us in Tallahassee. Stay safe out there. We'll check in with you, of course, later on tonight.